All right, we're live. We're live again. We live again? Yeah, we're live again. Yeah, don't know what happened there. Connection got fucked up. YouTube Studios, fuck you. Refused to let this put me down. So let's just get back into it. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, this piece of shit. Someone in my school really likes these movies, apparently. I liked them at some point in my life. Apparently, I went to see the third one in the cinemas and I cried or something, which is fucking embarrassing. For you who just joined, the one person, sorry about the cutoff if you're from the other one. That's a connection problem from YouTube. My Wi-Fi is fine. Fuck you, fucking live stream service. We're talking about this piece of shit. I intend on rewatching the entire trilogy just so I can tell this one person how much I hate them, because I can't imagine myself enjoying them now as like an adult. So, you know, we'll see. The second film, extended edition. Nice yellow case there. Yeah, if I don't like these movies, I'm not even going to repurpose the cases or sell them. I might just throw them away. I don't know. We'll see. And I got pissed off because the live stream cut off, so I threw something down here. Let me try and grab it. What is it? It's the next movie, I think. It's okay. Yep, here we go. The Holiday ensemble of Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black by Nancy Meyers. Never seen it. Apparently it's funny. Some people think it's funny. Other people think it's terrible. I won't discredit any of them because I haven't seen it, so I can't say. Hi again. Love the same movies. Hell yeah. So yeah, not for rental apparently. I'll watch it one day. See what I think. Excuse me, I'm dying. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Remake of The Incredible Journey. A Disney joint. I love this movie. So good. Haven't seen it in years. Plan on watching it again soon, maybe. I had the second film. Don't know what happened to it. Watch the movie Amores Perros. It's on my watch list. I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Good film. Don't remember much about it, but what I do remember I like. Hot Fuzz! This film is so fucking brilliant. Brilliant is right. Charles Gant from The Heat. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Edgar Wright joint. So fucking good. So funny. I watched this with my friend a few months ago while I was at his old house. It was really good. We just put it on. I can't even remember why. We just watched it. It was really funny. We started watching it with the director's commentary, but then we were just like, nah, let's just watch the actual film, just our own commentary. It was worth it. It went by like fucking 8 seconds, despite being an hour and 50 minutes. Good film. Howl's Moving Castle from the Ghibli collection. Don't ask me what happened to the other like 12 or 24 parts of this collection. We had these were originally my sister's. This was originally my sister's. We had what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it's fucking called. Spirited Away. That was number 13. This is number 7. I don't know what happened to it. It's probably here somewhere. It might not be, which is a shame. That's up there. I have another favorite in terms of Studio Ghibli. I forget what it's called, but there are movies I prefer to Spirited Away, but I'm upset that we lost that DVD. I love Howl's Moving Castle. It's very good. Not as good as some of my favorites, but it's still a good movie. Hulk, 2003, directed by Ang Lee. Oh, God. Very interesting film. Something of a masterpiece, you might say. DTS. Wow, that's another old company. Shit. Yeah, it's on Netflix if you want to watch it, but this DVD, I am proud to own it. like a son or a father who's not ashamed of his gay son. It's just like, wow, it's beautiful. Ice Age. Love it. Not a quality movie, but I watched it as a kid. Love it. Whatever. Also, Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. In my opinion, superior to the first one. Actually, I don't know. I'd have to take another look at my list that I made. I think I enjoy this one slightly better, even if the first one is objectively better, I guess. I thought the scrapped jokes in this film were way funnier. I thought having more characters besides the main three maybe bloated it a little bit, but also kind of added to it. I can't remember, actually. I have to rewatch them. I've seen all of them except the latest one, so I've seen the first 4. I'm never going to watch the 5th one. It looks like shit. Why would I bother? I don't want to ruin my fucking childhood. I thought the disc was missing. ID. I have no idea what this film is. When you go undercover, remember one thing, who you are. I'm assuming it's about a guy who goes undercover so deep he forgets who he is or something. Yeah. Theatrical trailer, and photo gallery. My kind of special features. Could be good. Excited to watch it. Might be fun. Speaking of movies I've never seen before, interested in watching, we have Terry Gilliam's The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, I think it's called. Yeah, it's like it's got like a rainbow shine to it. It's really cool. I like that. It's a unique case. Don't know what this movie is. Never seen it. Jude Law, Colin Farrell, Johnny Depp, Tom Watts. Watts. Lily Cole is in it. She was in an episode of Doctor Who. And my auntie actually worked with her briefly. Yeah. Andrew Garfield, who's great. Christopher Plummer and Heath Ledger. Amazing cast, really. Could be good. I'll check it out. It looks like the kind of thing that might be like AIDS, but we'll see. In Her Shoes. I have no idea what this is. I don't even know why I own it. It's probably my sister's. If she doesn't want it, I guess I'll keep it. I'm probably never going to watch it. I keep it for the purpose of maybe watching it one day, but I probably won't, so I might as well just get rid of it. I'm not sure. Irma La Douce. Don't know what that means. Original theatrical trailer, interactive menu screens, and chapter search. 2 hours and 17 minutes, really? And it's in color, even though the screenshots are in black and white. Looks good. I've heard of Jack Lemmon before. Apparently he's great. So I'll look forward to watching that. Go into it blind again. It from 2017. Definitely my favorite It movie. I don't remember all that much about the original. I've been meaning to rewatch it, but apparently it's pretty bad. Or depending on who you ask, it's fine or just boring or whatever. Some people love it though, so I won't discredit them. I love it. I don't even remember it, and I love it. Have you ever watched the movie Freaks? Yeah, it was in this video earlier. It was in the F section, if you don't remember. Yeah, love this movie. Second film, not so much. I still thought it was overall above average. Like, it was a good 6 out of 10 movie. It was the first film I ever talked about on this channel, actually, before I quit film reviews. And yeah, it is a solid film. You can kind of see Pennywise's face behind the balloon if you look close enough. That you can't see that. Yeah, there's no way you can see that. Get the DVD and get that, and you'll see. I think we got that after we bought it on Sky, actually. Unopened, sealed. I don't think I've seen the film in years, but I remember loving it. So, you know, whatever. Joker. The only DC film I've actually enjoyed in recent years, besides Shazam, I guess. But Shazam is like... I don't consider that a DC film. I feel like Shazam has its own identity. It stands on its own. Like, I don't know how to explain how I feel about that. But yeah, This actually feels like a DC, like, dark, grungy Joker movie. I like this film. It's great. I definitely prefer the films it's inspired by, but I think it stands on its own pretty well. Special features, please welcome Joker. I have no idea what that is. It's probably like a behind-the-scenes documentary or something. I was hoping for some deleted scenes, but apparently Todd Phillips doesn't do deleted scenes. There was apparently a scene so disturbing they had to cut it out. I'd like to see that, but whatever. The John Hughes collection. Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Some Kind of Wonderful. Pretty in Pink is a movie that I enjoyed, but I didn't find it very memorable, and there's nothing making me want to go back to it. I don't have it rated as anything, so I'll probably just drop a rate. I think I would give it a 7 based on memory. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is actually a film I wouldn't mind watching again, because what confuses me about John Hughes, or what divides me on him, is he's made some great films, and he's made some films that are just okay, but everyone reveres as classics. Like, The Breakfast Club is not a classic. It's a dumb, like, kind of funny, kind of sweet, like, romantic, not romantic, but like comedy, which has a really shit ending. But, it's got a funny little speech. It's got a nice philosophical speech by the nerd at the end. So it's one of the greatest, most iconic endings of all time. Overrated film, in my opinion. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a film that I can't remember if it's as good as people say. I remember liking it. I don't think I loved it. I'm going to give it a second chance. Pretty in Pink, however, as it sits in my mind, was just a pretty good movie that I'm not really interested in watching again. But I've never seen Some Kind of Wonderful. And again, based on those feelings I have on John Hughes, I'm hesitant to watch it. But, I like Planes, Trains. I like Home Alone, the first 3, at least. He had his hand in all of them. I'm trying to think what other John Hughes films I actually like. I love Uncle Buck, actually. That's fucking amazing. I love Uncle Buck. Kick ass. This movie kicks ass. I love this movie. It's not perfect, but, I love these fucking... These contents contain strong language, once very strong, and strong bloody comic violence. It's a 15. And of course the Irish give it an 18, but still, that's pretty funny. I love this movie. Feature commentary with director Matthew Vaughn. It's on the comic book origin of Kick-Ass, blah, 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 blah. Nicolas Cage is funny in this movie. I like him in it a lot, actually. Chloe Grace Moretz is great. Aaron Taylor-Johnson's pretty good in this movie. Christopher Mintz-Plasse is pretty funny. And Mark Strong is fucking amazing in this film. They take the whole cheesy, like, iconic... why is it so dark? Oh, because I turned the brightness down on my computer. Maybe that had something to do with it. Why is it too dark? Why is too dark? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean the lighting in my room or this movie? I'm just going to move on. Yeah, Kick-Ass is great. Second film, not so much. Don't want to own that on DVD. I want to stay far away from it. The Killing by Stanley Kubrick. I didn't know this was a Kubrick film, actually. Shit. I guess it's from his early years. 1956. Only an hour and 20 minutes. You never know. This could be one of my favorite Kubrick films. I have yet to watch it. I quite like the clown face there. That's pretty good. My room. Well, it's currently dark outside, and my only source of light is my big light that has a low volume and this lamp here. I don't think it's that dark, is it? You can still see that. Yeah, it's shining. The Killing. Moving on. Kingsman, The Secret Service. Of course, everyone except Taron Egerton received top billing on this DVD because he meant nothing at the time. So you just got Colin Firth, Samuel Jackson, and Michael Caine. Matthew Vaughn, director of Kick-Ass, and it does show. You can tell this is like a Kick-Ass type movie. I like this movie a lot. I love it. It's so good. The second film kind of ruins the universe a little bit, but it's fine. This film is great, though. I fucking love this film. Such a unique little take on the spy genre. Knocked Up, Extended and Unprotected, 2-disc special edition. Over 3 hours of hilarious bonus features. It's the guy who gave us the 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's not as funny as the 40-Year-Old Virgin, though, and that's a problem. This movie's very goofy and very silly, but it just isn't that funny. It's quite funny at points, but as far as Seth Rogen joints go, I would say this is probably one of my lesser favorites. And again, Seth Rogen's filmography is one of those things, you either love it or you hate it. I don't mind it. I think Pineapple Express is very funny. I think This Is the End is very funny. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, while basically just vulgarity the whole time, it can be funny. This film, I don't find that funny, though. I'd still give it like a 6. Like, it's got a well-meaning story and everything, and I guess nice characters or whatever, but, you know, not the best. Oh, God. The Land of the Lost. Fucking ridiculous film from beginning to end. Just so stupid. Based on a show from, like, the 70s. Who's that? Buck Bumble. Hello, Buck. Yeah, Land of the Lost. I don't know. Guilty pleasure. Not a good movie. Just, it's in my house and I own it. That's all I'm willing to say. Do I laugh at it? I'm scared to answer that question. Less than 0. I know not much about this movie. Robert Downey Jr. Chaplin, a little callback to earlier, based on a novel by the same guy that did American Psycho and The Rules of Attraction, who wrote those books. Okay. Don't know what it's about, never seen it. I'm interested in watching it. We'll get there when we get there. Let the Right One In for £6, apparently. I'm actually going to remove that. It's really pissing me off. The best horror film of the year. What year was this? It was 2008. I'm trying to think of other horror films that came out in 2008. I can't think of any. I guess, yeah, it could be the best horror film of 2008. I don't know. I really love this movie. There are so many things about it that I adore. I really like the main character. I like the vampire girl. I like the story. It's very interesting. I really love the kind of creepy moments where she's like climbing up a hospital roof and shit, and she like murders that detective. The horror elements are definitely the strongest. Great film. Let Me In is a film I don't remember much about. I don't own it either, so, you know, that's something that I struggle to remember. I might watch both of them again one day, just for a little compare and contrast. This fucking piece of shit called Little Britain. The complete 3rd series. Yeah, just look at that. That belongs in like a David Lynch film. You can't do this and call it comedy. This has to be a horror film. Or a horror thing. Not to mention, obviously, kind of racist. Like, I don't even have like a problem with like. This can just sound so bad. I don't even have like a problem with like blackface. Like, as long as it's done like in a satirical, like social commentary way. Like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They made a commentary about blackface, and they actually had a character in blackface. That was funny. This is just insulting and embarrassing. It's sealed up. It's never been opened. I refuse to watch it. I don't even know why I own this. I guess I just own it to say that I hate it. But I don't think I could ever sit myself through it. I've watched enough of Little Britain to know that I just do not like it. I'm glad it got taken off of Netflix or whatever it got taken off of. I hate this show. It's just embarrassing. I have nothing against the people involved, but boy, did they fuck up. Yeah, it's Little Britain. I hate that show. I might sell that, actually. Whoever wants it. Or just throw it in the garbage, I don't care. The Madagascar and the Penguins of Madagascar. 4-movie or quadrilogy movie collection. This cost me £3, by the way. Free delivery also. So I literally just spent $2.99 on a fucking 4-film box set. That's how little of a fuck they give. Let me tell you, like, okay. So I'm working on an analysis video of at least the main trilogy, at least the trilogy, maybe the Penguins movie, but that might be going a step too far. And me and my friend have just very sporadically been watching them. We watched the first film like 4 months ago. And then last time I saw him, we watched the second film. That was like a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, or a few weeks ago even. And we had to stop watching it because he had to go home. And when I asked him about it, like when I spoke to him on the phone or something, no, I saw him one time after that. He didn't remember anything about it. He repressed the second film from his fucking mind. And we haven't watched the third one yet at all. So what I will say is the first film is below average. It's not a bad film. It's not a great, good film. But it's a film I hold dear to. I hold it dear to my heart because I watched these movies so much as a kid. Like unbelievable amounts. I don't know why even. But yeah. So I love the first two based on how much I watched them as a kid alone. I didn't watch the third film until like years later. I don't know why. I guess I just wasn't interested in watching it. So yeah, first film below average, not bad, but like could be better. It's decent, I guess, for what it is. Like it's made for children, it entertains children. Second film, after watching it with my friend, or at least like we got up to the bit where they're about to cook Alex, so he's about to do his New York dancing or whatever. We cut it off at that bit, so we didn't see that, thank Christ. Genuinely one of the worst like things ever created, I think. Like it's such a drainage of like creativity and everything just like that I value about movies. The second film is genuinely like one of the worst CG films ever made. The only like real redeemable thing about it being how funny it is and how bad it is, that makes me laugh. So it's good for something. But yeah, just otherwise just an awful, awful film. Like I sat there laughing my ass off, just with my hands on my head, saying to myself, this is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. This is the worst film. And we're actually working on a video for it. Jesus. And the third film is just fucking amazing. The third film is great. I love it. It's so funny. It's so sporadic. It's still kind of bad, but like it actually feels like it is what it's trying to be. So I respect that. And the Penguins movie is just fucking boring. I don't like it. It's a terrible film. It really is. It's just like the Penguins work in small doses. They're funny in the 3 movies. They're the best thing about the second film. They're probably the best thing about the first film. And they're one of the many best things about, well, there's no best thing about the third film. Everything about it is the best thing because it's a masterpiece. But like, when you put them in their own movie, they just don't work. They don't fill up like an hour and 30-minute plot. They work in a TV show. The TV show is pretty good, even if the animation is so low budget. Like it's really Uncanny Valley, almost, that show, if you remember it on Nickelodeon. The animation's horrible, but for what it is fine. But just the movie just didn't work. It's really annoying. So yeah, first film 4 out of 10, so it's my second favorite. Second film 2 out of 10. It's probably just because of how funny it is. It's my second worst, so my third favorite. Third film 10 out of 10. My non-ironic rating would probably be a 5, but I'm giving it a 10. I don't care. So it's my favorite. And the Penguins movie, I would give a 2 also. But because it's not as funny as the second film and how baffling it is, it's just really boring. I'd say it's worse than the second film. Objectively, it's better, but in terms of what I get out of these movies, it's worse. That is the Madagascar trilogy. But yeah, look out for that analysis video. It should be up in about 9 months or so. Mamma Mia! It's got another rainbow case or whatever. Yeah, I hate this movie. I don't like it. I never enjoyed it as a kid. I thought it was the most horrible, most horrendous thing I'd ever seen. It's got production value. It's got some good performances. Meryl Streep is in it, so I can't complain too much. I fucking love Meryl Streep. And Amanda Seyfried and Colin Firth. The rest of them, whatever. But yeah, those 3... Well, no. Meryl Streep definitely is the highlight. Like, she was trying the most, I guess. The rest of them are also trying, but at the same time, it is just like, what do I really get out of this movie? Why don't I just go and listen to ABBA? Like, I'm not really keen on Broadway, and it's based on a Broadway thing. Like, the only thing based on like a Broadway I've actually enjoyed is The Prom, and ironically enough, that's something that everyone hated. So, you know, what does that say about my taste, really? But yeah, Mamma Mia. It belongs to my sister, so I can't really do anything about it. I'm just keeping it for her, I guess. I might sell it because it looks nice, at least. Marley and Me. 10 out of 10. Best dog movie ever made. Laughter, tears, and the naughtiest dog in the world. That is exactly spot on. Owen Wilson, Jennifer Aniston. Mwah, mwah. Beautiful. The Martian by Ridley Scott. Also, don't remember much about this movie. I remember enjoying it. I remember we bought it off Sky, so they sent us the DVD. Unwrapped. That must have been years ago now, actually. I'm interested in watching it again. Might be good. There's a gag reel also. I remember it being quite funny, surprisingly. Of course, it was very serious. Basically, what would life be like on Mars for one guy, basically? That's the whole premise of the movie. And it's a good premise. Like I said, I have mixed feelings about Ridley Scott. But while I would say I'm more inclined to give The Martian a second chance than I am Blade Runner. Mean Girls. Lindsay Lohan and Tina Fey. Yeah, apparently a special collector's widescreen edition was actually made for this movie. I don't know why. Well, yeah, I guess it's the teen movie of that year, and it's a classic. All the Mean Girls. Mean, meaner, meanest. So fetch. It's really the DVD case. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching this again, to be honest. I remember enjoying it as a kid. It might be funny. It might not be. Might just not be for me, but might still be a good film. Who knows? Mighty Aphrodite, a Woody Allen joint. I've only seen 2 Woody Allen films, and that was Deconstructing Harry, which I loved and I did own, but I gave to someone who's a massive Woody Allen fan, Peter. Yeah, he loves those. He loves Woody Allen, so I gave him my VHS copy of Deconstructing Harry. It's a great film, and I'd love to see it again, maybe, but he wanted it more than I did, so, you know. And it was Christmas. But I haven't seen Mighty Aphrodite. Oh yeah, the second one I've watched is Ants, which apparently I think he wrote and starred in. I don't know, but yeah, Ants was fucking weird. I don't like that movie at all. It's fucking bizarre. It's creepy. It's got like Woody Allen as a potential sex offender written all over it. Like, just how it's written is so bizarre, especially for a kid's movie. Saying the word anus and shit like that, and him like dragging the lady ant around and like trying to get her to be into him. Like, it's just weird. I hate that film almost. Not the worst thing ever though, I guess. But I'm interested in this. Might be good. To me, all Woody Allen films just kind of look the same. But I guess I can't say that, having only seen like 2 of them. So, you know, I'll give it a watch and see what I think. Never watching that show he made though. Pretty much everyone agrees that was awful. Mamma Mia, here I go again. Ha ha, I don't hate it at all. Well, I do. So there you go. A movie I don't hate and actually love quite a lot, Miracle on 34th Street, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, a John Hughes production. This is another John Hughes movie I actually like. It's sweet, it's cute, it's charming. It's Christmas magic in a nutshell. And it's got the girl from Matilda in it. So what more can I ask for? Good film. She's a children's author now, I believe. So that's cool. Yes, acting wasn't her buzz. Can't blame her. It's ruined a lot of lives for children. Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg present Monster House. Fucking kids horror classic. I love this movie. I might watch it this Halloween, actually. I didn't watch it last Halloween. But yeah, love this film. The Art of Monster House, the photo gallery. Yes. Never explored the special features because I bought it on DVD when I was like fucking 7, I guess. But yeah, good movie. Moonrise Kingdom. Bruce Willis is in it? Oh, I forgot about that. Shit. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. And of course, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Francis McDormand, Tilda Swinton. The classic Wes Anderson people. Yeah, I watched this movie years ago. Only watched about half of it. I didn't really have an opinion on it. I think I was too young, really, to fully get it. I guess my biggest memory about it was actually a criticism. I found it really repetitive, like the amount of times they like found the kids, like took them back and they escaped again, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably just remembering it wrong. The only bonus feature is an on-set tour with Bill Murray, so that's cool, I guess. I'll watch it again soon, unsealed, so, it'll be a special experience. Münchhausen, however you pronounce that, a film my dad left behind. Hans Albers, restored digitally and remastered. And I have very vivid memories of my dad visiting us in our countryside house, and he would just sleep all the time. And he left this on the main menu, and the guy on the bomb, how the main menu works, so he'd be riding on the bomb and he'd be waving at you every 5 seconds, and it'd be on a loop. And I was just sat there for an hour just waving back every time he waved at me, waiting for my dad to wake up. And I'm assuming he lost the DVD shortly afterwards because it wasn't in there. But what I did put in there was a DVD copy on a Mobitech recordable DVDs list, a disc. You probably can't read that writing. Blade Runner 2049. What? On a recordable DVD? And it's in this DVD case? It's on this weird purple disc? And it's on Netflix? Why the fuck do you own it on DVD? A lot of questions. So how this happened was, again, I just found this recently and it was empty. And I didn't have anywhere to put this disc, so I put it in here. This was a couple weeks ago now. How I found the disc, though, I was walking to my bus stop at school. That takes me to school. I believe this was year 8, or when did Blade Runner 2049 come out? So this was 2017, late 2017, early 2018 is around the time frame this happened. I went to my bus stop and I saw the disc lying next to the bin, and I was interested. So I picked it up. I took it to school with me. I put it in my pocket or my bag or whatever. I went home. I put it in my PS3, I believe I had at the time. And it was Blade Runner 2049. And I was like, what? Sorry, not my PS3, my TV that had a DVD in it. DVD slot in it. I was like, what? This was only in cinemas a couple weeks ago. What the fuck is it doing on a fucking recordable DVD? I'm assuming someone somehow obtained a copy of it online, burned it onto the disc, and then somehow lost the disc and left it at that particular bus stop. I don't know. Maybe it was a beta home media release test thing. There was no menu. It just started playing. It was really bizarre, and I kept it. And I don't know, this could be illegal. If anyone sees this, who's a member of law enforcement or whatever, and I have this maybe illegal copy of the movie from 4 years ago, then please don't arrest me or anything. I don't know. I just have it. I don't know what the legality of it is or anything. If you'd like me to hand it over or whatever, sure, I don't mind. The next bit is right here. So let's move on. Liliana Cavani's The Night Porter. I have no idea what this movie is. Optimal image quality, widescreen digital transfer. It's about a concentration camp survivor. Okay. This is interesting, actually. I'm only now just reading it. Fuck. And it's a Criterion Collection DVD. This is the only, I think this is the only Criterion DVD that I own, actually. But yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Could be good. Could be great, actually. It's up there. Werner Herzog's Nosferatu the Vampire. And this is a really interesting movie to me. I've seen a bit of it once, but I was like 8 and it was in German, and my mum's lazy and can't be bothered to read subtitles, and I couldn't at the time, so we just turned it off. Really interesting film. Klaus Kinski, who, if you don't know, was like a real life fucking psycho. He was famous for just what an absolute crackhead he was. Double disc presentation. Yeah. Apparently a classic. Widescreen, digitally remastered, double disc, German with optional English with extra 12 minutes. Ooh. English version, full-length widescreen, mono sound, US theatrical trailers, Spanish trailer, behind-the-scenes featurette. I really want to watch this. I really want to pop this in my PS4 and just explore everything on those discs. I'm excited to do that. See the original Nosferatu from 1922. Didn't love it. Thought it was okay. I guess it deserves its place as a classic or whatever. In my opinion, not really, but, you know, I thought it was pretty good. Oh, brother, where art thou? Considered by some to be the Ethan Coen, Madagascar 2 guy, considered by some to be the Coen brothers' least good film. My auntie's favorite of the Coen brothers, or one of her favorite films of all time. And I think one of my favorite Coen brothers movies. I've only seen like 3 or 3.5 if you count Bad Santa. But out of the 3 I've seen, this is great. I love this. Maybe better than The Big Lebowski. I need to watch both of them again to verify. But this is, I have it unrated at the moment because I don't remember that much about it. Again, I just remember the bits I loved the most, which I guess gives me like a biased perception of it. So I will watch it again. If I had to give it a rating off the top of my head, it would just be a 10 because I just loved it so much. But yeah, that's based on small pieces of information, and I can sort of vaguely put it together in my head. But I can't say the quality for sure unless I watch it again. So I'll get on that. But my absolute favorite would probably be No Country for Old Men. That's a masterpiece. No question. The Office Special Edition box set. Again, I found this in the street. No idea what it was doing there. I guess someone really just didn't want The Office anymore. Complete series and exclusive material. It's 4 discs. I haven't actually opened this bit yet. Yep, here it is. I haven't opened it yet. Well, sure enough, it's got everything here. No troll, no inaccurate disc, no disc missing. Someone just really did not want The Office as the main 4. Yeah. Ricky Gervais is funny. Martin Freeman's really good in it. Mackenzie Cook is really funny in it. The pre-pilot, which I'm interested in watching, actually. Deleted scenes, which could be funny. Outtakes, video diary. Christmas finale commentary, which could be funny. And that lady who was also in Shaun of the Dead is in it. She plays she plays Martin Freeman's love interest. She's great in it as well. What was our story? Yeah, I know. The original Paranormal Activity. I forget the context of owning this. I think it was we bought it on Sky and they sent us the DVD because we did buy and keep. I don't remember much from this movie. Some people think it's good. Some people think it's boring. It's what was responsible for Saw being put on a 7-year hiatus because these movies caused those films to underperform, which is a shame because I love the Saw movies for all the wrong reasons and the right reasons also. But yeah, I'd be interested in watching all of them again. I've seen 4 of them or 5 of them. I skipped through the marked ones because it was so fucking boring. I can't remember anything about them. I remember vague details, but there's probably a bunch of stuff I'm not remembering that happens in them, so I should watch them again to be sure I think of them. I fell asleep. Wait, fell asleep watching what? You mean what I was just talking about. Paranormal Activity. Nice. Good to see you, Darren. Respond to my messages, you bitch. Paranormal, yeah. I probably won't like it, but I'll just watch it for the sake of it, I guess. Hey, Darren, since you're here, here's a movie we both probably like. Paul! I love this movie. It's so good. Underappreciated, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Pure Peg and Frost, very, very funny. From the producers of Hot Fuzz, not part of the Cornetto trilogy. Don't get confused. Yeah, good movie. Alien CGI, surprisingly good. Seth Rogen, pretty funny. Yeah, throwback, exactly. Perfume, Story of a Murderer. A movie I haven't seen and know nothing about, but Ben Whishaw, Alan Rickman, and Dustin Hoffman are in it. I don't know who Rachel Hurd-Wood is. She's probably a great actress. I'm just forgetting. Oh, she's naked on a picture on the back. I don't know if I can show that, but yeah, there it is. Well, I guess I'll watch it. No, I was thinking of watching it anyway. It looks like a good film. Oh, Darren, you'll love this. Here we go. The Quentin Tarantino collection, which contains Reservoir Dogs, special edition, Jackie Brown, 2-disc edition, Pulp Fiction, that's only special feature is English subtitles, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2. I consider them to be one movie, which is how they're supposed to be, were supposed to be seen. I really like Reservoir Dogs. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I am not that keen on Jackie Brown. I think it's pretty good, but I will say it is my least favorite Tarantino joint. I really love Pulp Fiction. That's another movie we're doing in film studies. I think we're supposed to be writing an essay about it. I haven't started yet, but I'll get there. And Kill Bill is just great. That's probably my favorite Tarantino, actually. Love Kill Bill. Lucky Fucker. Yeah, this was a gift for my mum. I can't remember who gave it to her, but they had it. Redemption, The Last Outlaw. Don't know what it is. Unforgiven meets The Revenant. I've seen Unforgiven. It's great. Love it. Haven't seen The Revenant yet. Anyone can claim I'm not a true cinephile for that. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know about this movie. This was another gift from my granddad in the countryside. I can't remember. I think he sent it to me a few years ago when we still lived in our old house. The Shia LaBeouf one. Redemption, The Last Outlaw. No, it's like a old Western film or whatever. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I'll watch it eventually, just for the sake of it being a gift. Roman Polanski collection. I've seen Repulsion. I don't remember anything about it, but apparently it's great. I'll watch it again one day. Knife in the Water, know nothing about it. Cul-de-sac, I know nothing about it. And Roman Polanski, 8 Shorts. And it's an 18 for the simple reason that Repulsion is an 18. I don't remember Repulsion being that bad. I guess it's an 18 by those standards of that time. DVD case is fucked. It's got some weird blood-stained stuff on it. I think those are burn marks, actually. I don't know what they're doing there. But yeah. Not too keen on Roman Polanski as a person, but I'm sure his movies are great, as people say. Widescreen edition. Shane Meadows directed A Room for Romeo Brass. Rosemary's Baby. That's in here, actually. We'll get to that in a bit. I believe it's in this very collection. I definitely own it on DVD. But yeah, A Room for Romeo Brass. I love Shane Meadows. He's a brilliant director. Oh, it's got DVD menus, film stills. Oh, shit. Nice. Director's commentary, director's video diary, presented in the original aspect ratio. I always appreciate that. Also widescreen. I really love This Is England. I probably will love this movie. I'm excited to watch it. Never seen it before. Let's go. Speak of the devil. Rosemary's Baby. Ha-ha! Nice one. It's got a sticker on it. Just gonna just take that off real quick. Yeah, Rosemary's Baby. It's a masterpiece. I watched it when I was like 10, so I can't remember anything about it. But you know, apparently it's good. Another widescreen collection. I'm pretty sure my mother, she was really into the widescreen collection, I guess. So, you know, cool. Watch it again soon, definitely, is what I will do. Another Wes Anderson joint. Rushmore. Jason Schwartzman and Bill Murray, obviously. What, Rosemary's Baby? Yeah. Shit, like I said, get back to my messages. We'll organize something, okay? Dude. Rushmore. Haven't seen it. I've seen the opening scene where he's like in class and he's hallucinating. He's dreaming about answering a question completely correctly. And he's got like a newspaper and shit. I thought it was funny. It made me want to watch the movie. I still haven't, but I will eventually when I get around to it. The DVD case is fucked, so the disc is flying around in there. I hope it's safe. San Andreas, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't know. It's really boring. I haven't opened it. I don't want to. I never want to watch it again. It's fine, I guess. Below average Dwayne movie. He's fine in it. There are some fun set pieces and shit. Whatever. Not quite as good as that epic movie Rampage, which we all love dearly, I guess. Best of British Collection. Saturday Night Out. Welcome to the swinging 60s. Looks really good. Never seen it. Really excited to watch it. Looks great. Got some good actors in it. 1964. And it was made during the time period, the swinging 60s. So, like, you know, fun. What is that? Oh, COVID. Right. Okay. I get it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We could, like, meet up at a park or something, dude. Like, I don't mind. As long as you get your phone number back. Okay, what we got here? Scooby-Doo, the movie. And it's got a unique, weird cardboard plastic case of like a clip-on thing to seal it. Yeah. Very strange DVD case, but I like it a lot. And this is a very unique film, so it's only right. Oh, FaceTime. Yeah, okay. I'll FaceTime you, bro. Scream 2. No Scream 1 for some reason. Don't know why that is. Oh, yeah. This is another movie we bought on Sky, and they sent us a DVD copy. Got Dark Knight. No, I don't have the Dark Knight. I want to build up more collection DVDs just so I own more movies. I want to get the Spider-Man collection, the Batman movie collection, whatever. Maybe even the Alfred Hitchcock masterpiece, you know, collection. Although I think that's only available on Blu-ray. What are these emojis? Gee, are you good? Gee, are you good? But yeah, Scream 2. Not as good as the first one. Better than the third one, I think. Can't really remember. But yeah, I really like this movie. It's good. It's as good as a sequel to a parody of slasher films can be. Secret Window from the director of... Oh, the writer of Panic Room. I'd like to say maybe that's a trick. Maybe they want you to think that David Fincher had something to do with this. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know what it's about. Deleted scenes, book to film. It's based on a book. Secrets revealed. Theatrical trailer. Of course, they emphasize that we got Academy Award nominees in this film. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably watch it. if I like it or not is down to my experience. Shaun of the Dead. We had Hot Fuzz earlier. So now we got Shaun of the Dead. Romantic comedy with zombies. Instant cult classic. Smartest, funniest British comedy for ages. That still holds up. This movie's still one of the funniest, smartest films I've ever seen. It's so good. So well shot. I remember when we were moving a few months ago, I was packing some boxes and I was listening to the audio commentaries. I listened to the Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg one. I listened to the cast one. I listened to the what is it? The Bill Nighy and Penelope Wilton one. I listened to all three of them. They were hilarious. They were very insightful. They were amazing. Amazing, amazing DVD. Amazing, amazing film. Love it. Deleted scenes are great, by the way. Your dad talked about Man with the Golden Arm. Got that one. No, I don't. That's probably the one DVD he remembered to keep. The Shawshank Redemption. Another movie I found on the street for some reason. I don't know why anyone would get rid of this, even if you don't use DVDs anymore. It's just a classic. A lot of people in my film studies class were very upset that I'd never seen this film before, because I'm supposed to be the film expert. I watched it. I understand why it's such a classic. I love it. It's great. Not one of my favorite movies of all time or anything, but 9 out of 10, definitely. Includes the widescreen edition. Shorts from the director of Spy Kids, Robert Rodriguez. The Adventures of the Wishing Rock, as it's been released in some territories, including this one. I watched this a lot as a kid. Got some fond memories of it. Probably never going to watch it again, but it's cool to own. I don't know if I would ever let my kids watch this. Like, I feel like it destroyed my brain and took away a lot of things I could have done with my life. So I'm probably going to keep it far away from any children. But it's a fun little memory to have, so I'll just keep it. I saw We Can Be Heroes just from last year. That was fucking awful. This is better than that any day. But yeah, Shorts, The Adventures of the Wishing Rock. Wish I had a wishing rock so I could wish away that movie. Zing. Sleeping Beauty, 2 discs, collector's edition. I quite like Sleeping Beauty, to be honest. It's a good movie. I remember watching this years ago, but like I can't remember what happened. It got like cut off before I could finish it. I must have been watching like the second disc by accident or something. It was so weird. It was such a weird time. I need to watch it again, refresh myself, especially after that fucking Maleficent movie, which was fine, but you know, whatever. I didn't see Maleficent 2 because it looked boring as fuck, or just stupid. Brian Yuzna's Society. Great film. Startling, sophisticated, and seriously over the top. All of those things. A mixture of graphic special effects and startling sexual concepts. Yeah. Tartan Grindhouse. I'm guessing that's the special release people that did it. Original trailer, Phantom Carriage, blah, 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 blah. You're Precious. Ah, thank you. It's very nice of you. Unless you were talking to someone in the chat, in which case, cool. But yeah, I love this movie. Brilliant social commentary, brilliant special effects, like very sort of like The Thing sort of type thing, I guess. Very good. Love it. You should all watch it, actually. Les Sopranos. Season 2, episodes 11, 12, and 13. I'm assuming this is part of a wider collection because of how thin the DVD case is. Like, look at that. It's almost like paper. I have no idea what happened to the other ones. I just found this. I have no interest in The Sopranos. I'm sure it's a great show. I'm not watching it at the moment. I don't plan on watching it anytime soon. I'll probably watch it one day. All I know about it is that the ending is really disappointing. And that kind of puts me off. I like a show to end on a high note, which is why I usually wait for shows to be over before I start watching them. So yeah, Le Soprano. I'll probably just sell it. Or find out what happened to the other ones and sell the lot. Who knows? South Park, complete season 3 on DVD. Season contains all 17 episodes. Some of my favorite episodes, actually. The Succubus, Starvin' Marvin in Space, Hooked on Monkey Phonics, Are You There, God, It's Me, Jesus, Chim Pokemon, it's pretty funny. Rainforest is pretty good. The Jackovosaurus, I know people hate that episode and find it really annoying, but I find it funny, so there you go. Sexual Harassment Panda is so stupid. And then the Comet, or whatever it was, trilogy, you know, where there was a hot tub party and a cat orgy and Jubilee. It's just a really fun season. I know the creators hate it or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, those first 3 seasons can be quite rough to watch at points, but that was good. I liked it. Something I love more, however, and what saved the fucking show and got it past season 3, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. What a fucking great film this is. I love it so much. So good. I love this movie. The songs, the animation, mostly. The characters, the writing, everything about it is great. Almost. The masterworks, the genius, the legacy, the Spaghetti Western collection. Yeah, I don't know why they don't just call it Sergio Leone's Man with No Name trilogy or Dollars trilogy. It's got A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, Bad, the Ugly. Like, just call it the Dollars or the Man with No Name trilogy. Like, why is it the Spaghetti Western collection? There should be, like, at least 5 others on here. Like, Once Upon a Time in the West and Duck You Sucker, which is really underrated, by the way. You should all watch that. Great film. Not as good as these ones, but still pretty great. Yeah, my favorite is probably For a Few Dollars More, because it's well, they're all special editions, by the way. It's all like, it's just like way more interesting, the story, like how dark and gritty it is compared to the other two. It's more complex morally and such things. It's so good. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is still awesome, and A Fistful of Dollars is also awesome, but For a Few Dollars More, mwah. Apparently it did for westerns what talkies did for movies in the 1920s. So I won't deny that. Sergio Leone was kind of an asshole, but, you know, who can take that away from him? The Spanish Gardener. I have no idea what this is. Could be good, could be bad. I could like it, I could hate it. Who knows? I'll watch it one day. It's Dirk Bogarde. Team America. Undercover. This is where we get into a bit of controversy. Stanley Kubrick, the Warner Home Video Directors Series, which includes 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and bonus disc, Stanley Kubrick, A Life in the Pictures. He got his weird fucking rapey face he pulls in there. Yeah, I already talked about A Clockwork Orange on VHS. It's beautiful on low quality, but it's also beautiful on crystal clear DVD quality, so it works both ways. 2001 is fantastic. I love that movie. First time I watched it, I actually stopped and I went to a friend's house. This was pre-COVID, by the way, and I hung out with them for the whole evening, so I didn't finish it on my first sitting. But I loved it so much, I could basically remember all I watched up until that point, basically off by heart. So when I watched it, the rest of it, it was seamless to me. Amazing film. The Shining, I've seen it a billion times. It's fucking great. Full Metal Jacket, great movie. Not quite as fantastic as its reputation makes it out to be. Still a great film. Love it. Eyes Wide Shut, definitely my least favorite Kubrickian film. Is It's fine. It's pretty good, actually. It's got a good story and whatnot. It's just something about it is just so unappealing to me. And Stanley Kubrick, Alive in the Pictures, I have not seen. But it's a documentary about him and his life, blah, 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 blah. Narrated by Tom Cruise, apparently. So I'm assuming it was made shortly after his death. Commentary from collaborators, colleagues, and family. I wonder if it explores all the fucking shitty things he did. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'll give it a watch. And this is the controversy. I have another one. Stanley Kubrick 4-film collection. Yeah, this one has 2001, A Clockwork Orange, The Shining, and Full Metal Jacket. But it does not have Eyes Wide Shut and the documentary I haven't seen. So in a way, I kind of prefer this one, even though there's less content and it's not as nicely designed in terms of cover art. I still can't help but prefer it simply because it has the things I like without the thing I don't like as much and the thing I haven't even bothered to watch. And I think the DVD cases are different, if I'm not mistaken. These ones have like a sort of shared design, kind of, but they're also unique in a way. So, you know, best of both, I guess. And these ones, yeah, these ones all look the same. They're all like, I get they're in theme, but I do prefer my DVDs to have a bit of uniquity to them. Like that Hulk DVD is quite unique when I put it next to the movies it's in between because of my alphabetical ordering. So, you know, that's fun. Stardust. Good movie. Very funny. Bit cheesy. Haven't seen it in a long time. Kind of want to watch it again. I'm interested. So we'll wait for that day. Ricky Gervais is in it? I don't remember him being in it. Oh well. Learn something new every day. Excuse me, I swallowed my own spit there. Star Wars, the prequel trilogy collection. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. It's the shitty remasters and redos. No chance of no original theatrical versions or anything with color palettes that don't look like fucking pink masses or anything. No lack of CGI, guys. Oh well. I still have them. Still the best Star Wars movies, so whatever. Also own Return of the Jedi, limited edition. This is probably the only limited edition thing I own. Got Leia in her bikini, got the green lightsaber, got Han Solo, got Jabba the Hutt, all those guys. Does contain the original theatrical version. Very happy about that. This actually gives you the option, so thank you. I appreciate that. Limited edition. Kind of cheeky, have to spend more money for it, but whatever. Still, The Enemy Within, including extra features. The other film I still have not seen and know nothing about, and it's a documentary, so that's interesting. 30 years ago, Thatcher went to war. These are the miners who fought back. If it's anti-Thatcher, you got me on board, mate. Seriously, fuck Margaret Thatcher. Fuck her. I don't care how favourably she viewed. She's a fucking bitch. Still Game, the complete series 1 to 5. I love this show. It's on Netflix, it's on BBC iPlayer, but the first 5 seasons are so funny. Like, I'm happy to own them. Like, especially season 4. Season 4 is probably my favourite. I have the fondest memories of it. It's the first season I actually saw. My grandparents in the countryside, again, introduced me to it. It's such a funny show. Yep, got all the discs in there. It's complete series 1. Look at that cast. Lovely. Most of them just dudes in makeup made to look old. Although a couple of them are actually old, I think. I know Eric and Shug, and I think Pete the Jakey were actually old people. Complete Series 1, Complete Series 2, Disc 1, Complete Series 2, Disc 2, because there were 9 episodes instead of 6. Complete Series 3, Series 4, my favorite. Series 5. Yeah, Americans, we call them series, whatever. Hi. Hello. Hello, Make Me Potatoes. Thanks for joining us. You still there, Darren? I haven't heard you from in a while, bro. You still there? Martina Cole's The Take. Don't know what this is, but it's got Tom Hardy in it, so I want to watch it. I'll see what it is. I think it's a miniseries, ITV, DVD, Betrayal. It's in the blood. My nanas had this. They didn't know what to do with it, so they just gave it to me. Thanks, Nan. Let you know what I think when I finish it. Or start it, rather. Tangled. It's fine. I've definitely enjoyed it as a kid. Probably wouldn't enjoy it as much now. I don't think I have a rating for it, so maybe I'll rewatch it and find out. I probably won't get that much out of it, so I'll probably just rate it based on memory. What is your favorite film ever? Taxi Driver. So yeah, maybe I'll watch Tangled again. I've got the DVD just in case. I have the option. Got a lot of T's. Surprising amount of T's. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2. 2 live-action movies. Animatronics. None of that fucking dorky CGI stuff. I really love the first one. It's great. I don't care what anyone says. It's not actually great, but my personal biases towards it make it great. I've never seen the second film. My friend Yasser, who will become an interesting point of discussion next month when I release my next Doctor Who video, advised me not to watch the second film because it ruins the first film. Because it's just nowhere near as good. Like, it's toned down a bit, so it's less gritty. And that's what makes the first film good. It's slightly darker and edgier, you know? And they take that away in the second one, sorry. So, you know, I don't know. I'll probably watch it one day. I'll probably go through the whole original trilogy, see what it's like. Apparently the third one is actually just awful and unwatchable. We'll see. Diamond Collection. No idea what that is. The Diamond Collection. There's no business like show business. Marilyn Monroe. I don't know what this is. It's a Marilyn Monroe film. Her most frivolous, apparently. So, breathtaking production numbers and masterful show tunes. Disc, the side with the writing on it is fucked. I think the normal side is fine. Yeah, it's a bit dusty. It's fine. Yeah. I don't even know if it's playable. I'll try watching it one day, but who the fuck knows? The Thing from Another World. Good movie. 50s B sci-fi alien movie. Wouldn't call it a masterpiece, which is what it says on the back there, but it's good. It's pretty good. It's I think it's more faithful to the novel than the John Carpenter film. I can't say. Maybe. Trippy Seeds, Indeeds. Hello. Yeah. Thing from Another World. The Thing, however, one of my favorite films of all time, and my favorite horror movie of all time. I love this film. It's so good. It's literally the best horror film ever made. I love it so much. Amazing practical effects, amazing performances. Just everything about it is awesome. For some reason, this DVD cover uses the video game cover art. I don't know why. Did you watch Freaks? Good movie. It's like horror. So yeah, it was in the first part, which got cut off because my connection was bugging apparently, which is an excuse because my internet is fine. YouTube Live is trying to fuck me. Yeah, good film. Amazing film. Great film. Perfect film. Perfect in every way possible. Fucking fantastic. Love it. Favorite horror movie. Everything. John Carpenter, you the man. The Trial. Anthony Perkins. By Orson Welles. Excited to watch it. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be the best film I've ever seen. Maybe it's better than Citizen Kane. You never know. John Carpenter is great. Yeah, he is. Another movie I found in the street. This Is the End. It's kind of funny. It's self-aware, at least. You know, There's some stupid things in it. I had a lot of fun when I first saw it. I had a lot of fun when I watched it another time. Maybe I'll watch it again. Who knows? But it's fun to own. Not rushing back to it, but it's a separated joint. So, Twilight. Uncle Buck. Comedy classic. John Hughes at his finest. John Candy at his finest. Macaulay Culkin at his finest. Better than Home Alone, I think, actually, because he's given a bit more to do in this film. And when I say that, I mean, obviously he's the main character in Home Alone, but his character is just he's like a better version of Kevin McAllister. Not that Kevin McAllister is a bad character in Home Alone or anything, but in this movie, he's just superior. He gives a better performance. He gives a better everything. He's awesome in this film, and he's younger. Like, shit. The rest of the cast is pretty great, too. Particularly the teenage girl character. I forget the actress's name, but the actor's name. Sorry, I don't gender divide with my... I hate Twilight Saga 2, so disgusting. Yeah, I don't know why I own that DVD. It's just for the memes, I guess. But yeah, Uncle Buck is fantastic. You should watch that. No words. Me neither. Why do you think I threw it and didn't say anything? Untraceable. Another movie that Sky sent us a DVD copy of after we bought and kept it. Kill with me, he hunts, you watch, they die. It's fine. Action, thriller, horror stuff. Sort of a commentary on what people enjoy looking at online, whatever. It's really gory. I guess that's something I can say about it. It's got some good gore factors. I don't remember much about it. I'm not rushing to see it again. As you can see, it's sealed up. Untraceable, never. Yeah, exactly. You never heard of it. I might watch it again one day. Maybe if I have a squeamish friend over and I want to piss them off. I'm more inclined to put The Thing on because that's really gory and it's actually a fantastic film. Untraceable. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it. I'm not sure what to do with it, to be honest. I probably will never watch it. I say I will, but I probably won't. Who knows? It's just, again, it's fun to own, so who cares? Weird case. National Lampoon's Vacation. Yeah, I guess technically this should be in the N section, but I always forget that it's called that, so I just call it Vacation. Yeah, it should be in the N category, really. But yeah, I'm just calling it Vacation. I don't care. But yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation. Fuck. I knew this fucking alphabet thing hadn't been perfected. Fuck me. Yeah, really weird, like, recyclable DVD case. Not very high quality, but it's good for the environment, so who cares? Yeah, really funny. Kind of racist at points, a little bit sexist, very outdated in some regards, but otherwise hilarious. Some very dark humor as well, actually. But yeah, I guess I'm going to cheat with the timestamps and put it as Vacation. So, yeah. Come 2022, that will be fixed. It will be in the N category, as it should be. Sate dit Roger Rabbit. I believe that's German. Yeah, I think it is. I really hope there's an English option, because I love this movie. It'd be pretty funny to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit in German, but at the same time, it's special edition as well. Yeah, I love this movie. It's fantastic. It's got some issues but as a cartoon live action hybrid, it's fucking amazing. Really, it is. It's just brilliant. It's got some social commentary stuff. It's a great detective mystery film. I love Vem Satte dit Roger Rabbit. It's fucking great. Great film. Well, it belongs in W because it's actually Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Well, it says the something, so fuck you. It's right next to W anyway. Wild Child. See? Starring Emma Roberts. I don't know why I own this. Again, I think it's my sister's. I'm going to ask her if she wants it back. I remember, oddly enough, even though I think Mean Girls is the superior film, I remember more about Wild Child's plot for some reason. I remember more things that happen in it. It's very bizarre. Like, you know, Donnie Darko. Oh, I fucking love Donnie Darko. It's so good. I need to get that on DVD. Shit. It's fucking amazing. Director's cut, fantastic. Theatrical cut, basically a piece of shit. Still fantastic, but, you know, director's cut or no cut. It's my rule. He's a fucking one-hit wonder, that director, Richard Kelly. Everything he made afterwards is fucking awful. You gonna go to film school? No, not film school. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Fucking childhood classic. I don't need to say anything about this. If you haven't seen it, see it. Another one I found in the street. Whoever got rid of this, you're an idiot. It's fucking beautiful. Donnie Darko is underrated. I wouldn't even say Donnie Darko is underrated because, like, it has hundreds of thousands of votes on, like, fucking, like, Letterboxd and such things. Like, it's a known movie. X-Men: The Last Stand. It's thin like that because it came with a bunch, the other two X-Men movies from the original trilogy. I don't know what happened to them. They're lost to time. But yeah, I own one X-Men movie, and the worst one of the original trilogy, I think people say. I don't know, I've heard some people say the first one's the worst. I don't remember. I need to watch them all again. I can't remember anything about them. Zombieland! Oh, the Bell Storm. Comedy that kills. The best zom-com since Shaun of the Dead. I agree with that. It's not as good as Shaun of the Dead, but it's the best one since then when it came out at the time. All the cast is great. It's really funny. It's really violent. It's really over the top and cartoonish at points. My auntie loved it. She'd never heard of it before, and I just put it on. She was like, that was actually really funny. And she usually hates, like, weird, gory, horrible, disgusting films like that. So, you know, it's all my main DVDs, A to Z, or one number to Z. I have some more. They're a separate collection. They are Doctor Who DVDs. They're their own separate little bundle. So I keep all my main DVDs on my shelf, and I keep my VHS tapes and my Doctor Who DVDs down by my radiator, like nice and lined up, like you would in the 90s. You'd line up your DVD and your Laserdisc and VHS cases. So, yeah, let's get into the Doctor Who shit. So, let's start with the black and white era. Black and white, rather. As you do, with chronological orders. No alphabeting, just in order of the stories that when they came out. So here we go. The Aztecs Special Edition, the William Hartnell years. We're starting off with 1963 to 1966. You can see there. Special Edition, it got released like 10 years prior. Then it got re-released, but it got re-released with an extra. It contains a reconstruction of the missing story Galaxy 4, using off-screen stills and audio recordings and animation, plus the recently recovered episode 3. I believe this was 2011. So yeah, episode 3 of Galaxy 4 was found alongside the Underwater Menace episode 2. Doctor Who fans were going crazy, and the Aztecs was on the way to getting a re-release, so they put episode 3 with the reconstruction on this DVD. I've seen every 60s Doctor Who story at least once. The Aztecs is one that I remember more than others. I remember really liking it. I have yet to rewatch it. It's still just sitting around. I'm going to put it on again soon. I'm also really curious to see what the Galaxy 4 stuff is about. I've heard positive things about it. It's a really well-made reconstruction. The only complaint being that it's an abridged 40-minute version with the episode in the middle. So you'll get, like, I guess 20 minutes for the first 2 episodes, then you get the whole of the last one, and then, like, 10 minutes of the last episode or whatever. So, you know, but it still sounds interesting. I'd be curious to watch it. And I'll be curious to watch the Aztecs again. So, yeah. The Dalek Invasion of Earth. I'm interested to rewatch this. One thing about it is, what I really like about this is it has 8mm footage from a rehearsal from Carol Ann Ford's last day as Susan, which is cool. Commentary, CGI effect options, which I might do because apparently they are slightly better. Photo gallery, love that. I think there's some on the other one as well, actually. But yeah, mild horror, some mild violence, blah, 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 blah. So it's a PG. Yeah, and also I watched the original Daleks, not on DVD. I don't have it on DVD. I watched it on Dailymotion, where you can basically watch every 60s episode of Doctor Who, plus others. And then I watched the Daleks film that came out with Peter Cushing in it. And I guess my plan is to watch this and then watch the Dalek Invasion of Earth film. What I like about the first Dalek film is, while it's very obviously a film made for children with children logic, it has amazing production design. The Daleks look great. The city of Skaro looks great. The forest looks great. Swamps, rather. The TARDIS set is pretty cool. The police box prop is pretty great. And from what I remember about this story, I really liked it. So I'm curious to watch it again, and curious to see if the sequel to the film holds any light to the original. The Web Planet, said to be Peter Capaldi's favorite story, as William Hartnell was his favorite Doctor. A story that I don't remember much about, and I didn't just buy it for that purpose, for it being a Doctor's favorite episode. I watched it because I'm very curious about it. I want to watch it again, reevaluate it, see if it's as good as people say or whatever. The Endless. No, I have not. I'll give it a watch. How about that? But yeah, curious to watch The Web Planet. Looks great, as far as Doctor Who can be in the 60s. I do have good memories of it. I remember the hairdryer scene, which is pretty funny. And there's an option to view episode 6 in Spanish, because when the episode was first rediscovered, it was a Spanish print. So that's interesting. The Ark, the earliest surviving story from season 3. I bought it for that reason, and for another reason. Apparently, it is considered to be something of like a classic. Also, it's got Dodo in it, who I think is something of an underappreciated companion. I know she didn't exactly have the most character, but I feel like Jackie Lane was trying her best. So, you know. Digitally remastered pictures and sound quality. Photo gallery. Yes. Riverside Story. Peter Ferris returns to Riverside Studios, Hammersmith, home of numerous 1960s Doctor Who stories. All this stuff just sounds great. I can't wait to watch it again. Also, the Monoids. A lot of Doctor Who fans like the Monoids, so I'm excited to see them in action. The War Machines. Hartnell's his third to last story, and Ben and Polly's first and only completely existing story, and Dodo's last. And it was taking time at the Tower of London was being built. Photo gallery, Easter egg, of course, digitally remastered picture and sound quality, and from what I've been told, just a great story. I was very happy to buy it and own it. So, I'll be getting on that soon, hopefully. Don't remember much about it, but should be good. The Power of the Daleks. What I did here was this is not the special edition. This is the 2016 version. Why would I bother buying the same thing just where the only point in buying it is for the special features, right? Like, why don't I just go to someone's house who has the 2020 version and enjoy the special features while they're in the other room or whatever? So this is the original cover art, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. One thing I do have a problem with is in all these new releases for the Patrick Troughton stories being animated, is they've all had the same blue thing. Fury from the Deep, the Faceless Ones, the Macra Terror, they have the same blue color. But what you'll notice about these stories is they all have like a unique color. Red, green, purple. And that was kind of what inspired me to print off a fan-made cover. So not only is it live action instead of animated, but it's purple. You know, I forget who did this, but yeah, whoever made this cover in particular did a fucking great job of it. I guess the Dalek claw looks a little bit fake or whatever, or badly colored, but you know, they've even got some made up special edition features. You know, that's pretty cool. So yeah, bit of a printing error here. I guess I was running out of ink. There's just a bit of color missing from some of this. Original broadcast date, Rowan Hickman. Yeah. This is all cool. Yeah. Also, I haven't even talked about the story. Patrick Troughton, my favorite Doctor. Power of the Daleks, probably my favorite story of his. The animation is a bit clunky, I guess, but it doesn't take away from just how well written and how well performed it is. Like, just by hearing the actors' voices, I get everything I need out of their characters and their performance. Like, it's all just great. It's fantastic. It's a brilliant story from start to finish. It's so good. Not once during these 6 episodes is it boring or slow or anything. It's always going. It's so good. Political power struggles. And one of the few times the Daleks have actually been scary, you know, pretending to be servants and saying this creepy shit, and like hundreds of them in a capsule going, "We are the new race of Daleks." It's actually 60s Doctor Who at its peak, I would say. Fucking brilliant. Very sad it was not chosen for preservation. Please find at least episode 1, please. Please, Mr. Private Collector, man, if you have it. Episode 1 of the Power of the Daleks, please, or anything you've got. The Moon Base. Another season 4 joint. I didn't mention the Power of the Daleks. Season 4 is infamous for being the only season that has no complete serials, or at least, well, technically with the animations, you are completing the serial in some way, but in terms of original episodes, not one story exists in its entirety. This one's half and half. So episodes, I believe, 2 and 4 still exist, but episodes 1 and 3 are missing to this day. So they're animated. The animation is pretty good for this story. Commentary for Anika Wills and Fraser Hines. Production information, photo gallery, digitally remastered, blah, 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 blah. This is great. This is a great story. I love it. I don't think there's a telesnap reconstruction option. There is one for the Power of the Daleks, but it's awful. They put no effort into it, basically. Yeah, complete with 2 animated episodes. Yeah, the no telesnap reconstruction, I don't think. But fantastic story. Love it. Cybermen are creepy and weird. I love their voices. I love the virus aspect of it. It's all cool. Cool stuff. Let me just... The Macroterror. Again, another printed off cover that I got for the animated reconstruction release. I can't remember where I put the original. It's around here somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, the Macroterror is brilliant. I love it. The incidental music is fucking amazing in this story in particular. It's fucking brilliant in the Power of the Daleks. That's amazing. But in this particular story, the Macro theme is so distinct because the Power of the Daleks is technically just reused music from like the first Dalek stories before it. But this is like original music. It's fucking great. The animation style in particular is beautiful. It's so smooth. The character like design is so brilliant. Like it really works in its favor. It makes the Macro more intimidating compared to the original silly prop that you see in the surviving clips. I'm not saying it's a good thing the episodes are missing. I still wish they existed, but as far as animation goes, that's probably one of the better ones in terms of quality. And it's up there, Second Doctor favorites. And he is my favorite Doctor, so I'll probably just love anything. Except the Dominators and the Space Pirates. They fucking suck. I will never own those on DVD. The Faceless Ones, which uses the same style as the Macroterror. Another fan-printed cover. Yeah, love the story. It's great. Not flawless. It's got some bits of it that aren't as satisfying as others. Some of it is a bit silly, but overall, pretty good. I believe it was based on an unmade story from the William Hartnell era. and instead of being in a mall, it's at an airport. Like I said, the animation and art style is brilliant. I love the option of color and black and white on this one in particular. It like changes the aspect ratio and everything. One complaint I do have is the surviving episodes 1 and 3 are so low quality. It's actually embarrassing. Like, I would have thought they would have done some remastering to make them look a bit better, but they literally just look like they've been plucked right off the print that they were found on, which is really disappointing for me. That kind of upset me, to be honest. Like, they're still watchable. I love them. I love seeing real Patrick Troughton running around and shit, but remaster it, for the love of God. Like, that's what we want to see. We respect and we appreciate the animation, but please give us a bit more, you know? We've got to go. Add me on Facebook if you like. I don't use Facebook, sorry. You know, yeah. The Tomb of the Cybermen, the classic, returned in 1991, released in 1992, re-released in, I think this is from like 2004 or something. 2002, sorry. Special edition, wasn't interested in that. I'm all about the original. Just look at that. It's so weird and haunting, like a Hammer horror, but with Cybermen instead of mummies. Yeah, I really like this story. It's got some surviving footage from The Evil of the Daleks episode 7, which is pretty cool. Photo gallery, I looked at that. It was amazing. I love the story. So brilliant. So great. Maybe some outdated depictions of black people, but, you know, it's the 60s. Not quite the Celestial Toymaker levels. Fury from the Deep. And again, a custom cover. I wasn't a big fan of the animated one. It's not bad, but I prefer this. Just look at that. And it's got a gray color thing, you know? This story is fucking amazing. It's got a few down moments, but it's otherwise fantastic. I really love the monsters. The performances from the cast are especially great. The incidental music is fucking amazing. It builds such an atmosphere, such everything. The telesnap reconstruction is actually pretty good in this story. And I didn't mention for the faceless ones, it's also pretty good on that. But this one in particular is pretty great. I like this one. I prefer the black and white animation to the color one. With the Macroterra, I kind of prefer the color animation. With the faceless ones, I'm divided. But for this one, I definitely prefer the black and white. Because this art style, it's a different one from the faceless ones and the Macroterra. It kind of goes back to the Power of the Daleks, where it's got that kind of stiff awkwardness to it. And it just isn't that good. And a lot of the time, it feels like the characters are just standing around looking at things happen instead of having an actual presence, which can be a problem. But they tried their best. I appreciate it. They did all 6 episodes. Like they did the same with the Power of the Daleks, but for this one in particular, like that's impressive. Yeah, I love the story. Victoria's departure, yeah, you know. The Mind Robber, said to be Patrick Troughton's favorite story, and Wendy Padbury's favorite. Sorry, I don't remember too much about it. Photo gallery, love that. Oh, a sketch from 1975 featuring the Second Doctor's fearsome foes, the Yeti. Okay, that's like almost 10 years after they were fucking retired as characters. That's kind of cool. There's a making of, there's commentaries. It just looks great. I can't wait to watch it again. It's going to be cool, I think. Medusa, Nutcracker soldiers, robots, Rapunzel children with riddles. That's fucking great. The Invasion. Don't remember much about it, but apparently it's one of the best, so I bought it. Can't wait to watch it again. 8 episodes. I don't remember it being boring. I remember it being quite fun. I watched it when I was very young, remember? So, you know, remastered sound quality. 2 animated episodes. Little sticker there. Don't want to remove the sticker. It's a cool little reminder that there's additions to this, because I guess the problem with these like partly animated episodes is that because the cover is in live action, it might mislead someone who's not very familiar with the show or whatever. But then you would probably only buy these on DVD if you were very familiar with the show. So, minor complaint, not really meaningful. Apparently a great story, so The Seeds of Death. Fast-paced, Ice Warriors, great story. Doesn't drag too much, maybe in some places. Newly recorded interview, photo gallery. And this is a very old DVD. Like, it's got a bit of damage here in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. Like, plastic coming off or whatever. I had to super glue that back down. The Patrick Troughton logo is like, it's got a bluish hue to it instead of a normal one. It's got like the 2-disc set thing, and it's clearly like been passed around. I can tell that this used to belong to someone who's had it for years. It's got the Last Dalek 8mm clips from episode 7 again, like Tomb of the Cybermen. And again, this is very outdated. It has surviving footage from the missing episodes of the Web of Fear and the Wheel in Space. And while the Wheel in Space episodes are still missing, the Web of Fear ones that at least this has clips from are not. So, but it's interesting to own. And the reason I got the original off eBay for dead cheap is because my fascination for these DVD collections comes from the silver background thing and this thing at the bottom. And the special edition version didn't have that. It was like a high flashy type one. Not for me. I love his little Lego builder hands. Great story. At 6 episodes, it does drag a little bit, but fantastic. The War Games. 10 episodes. Patrick Troughton's last introduces the Time Lords, full of action. Nothing but good memories. I don't remember too much about it, but I'm very excited to watch it again. It's got 3 discs. It's a 3-disc edition. Bonus disc, episodes 1 to 5, episodes 6 to 10. Like, I can't wait to watch it again. It's probably going to be really fun. I'm probably going to really enjoy myself. I'm very happy about owning that. Just masterful. Patrick Troughton at his finest, probably. Except for the Power of the Daleks. That's him at his finest, but that's surviving Troughton at his finest. The John Pertwee years, beginning with The Daemons, or The Demons, however you say it. Said to be John Pertwee's favourite story. It's got the Master at his best. It's got some really weird, dark, demonic themes. The Doctor's probably at his best, the Third Doctor. Photo gallery, colorization, test footage of episode 1. Because this is a colorized version. The only surviving copies were black and white, apparently. Remembering Barry Letts, which is nice. Amateur mute 8mm film footage. While on location. Just a great story. I remember it very vividly. Actually, I only saw it a few months ago. It's fucking great. I was going through the whole John Pertwee era. That was probably my favorite as well, actually. I might share John's opinion with that, although Sea Devils and Spearhead from Space come close as well. The Time Warrior. Fantastic story from an otherwise terrible season. Season 11 of Doctor Who, not a big fan. Invasion of the Dinosaurs is fine. Planet of the Daleks is boring as fuck. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. The Monster of Paladin, I think it was really boring. I hate that story, to be honest. I don't hate it, but it's not really watchable. And the Web Planet, the Planet of Spiders it's pretty good, but I expect more from John Pertwee's, era. Expect more from that, especially for a finale. Like, really disappointing considering that. His death scene was cool though. The Third Doctor's sounds messed up. Moving on. Tom Baker years, Genesis of the Daleks, said to be the best Dalek story. Power of the Daleks is better in my opinion. It's very morally complex. It's very violent, very dark, very Tom Baker-ish. That's what I like about it. Contains some recently recovered clips of the Power of the Daleks, making of, commentary, photo gallery. just a good story. Amazing, actually. Really like it. The Brain of Morbius. Probably my favorite Tom Baker story. I love it. It's very gothic horror, like which was the theme of this particular season. It does it the best, I think. It's the creepiest, it's the weirdest, it's the darkest. Just unplug. There we go. I love The Brain of Morbius. Good story, good acting, good monsters, good everything, really. Tom Baker era at its peak. The City of Death, a story I have not seen. I got this for Christmas, and the only reason I bought it is because it has the most viewed Doctor Who episode ever at 16 million, because ITV was shut down the evening it aired. Apparently it's really funny. It was hated at the time, but has been reiterated. What's the word?